Hey everybody, welcome to the Kramer Kitchen. I just wanted to go over what all the names and uses are for the knives in the Cutco Complete Set. Now that everybody's cooking at home a little bit more. I've separated into a few different categories where we've got like our small miscellaneous type knives, utility knives, our accessories to the knives up here, our chopping knives, like our vegetable chopping knives, a couple of bread knives, and then our meat knives. So you might not use them all every single day, but you use them throughout the weeks, months, and years that you have the set. So we have the first two. These are our paring knives, the 2 3/4 inch and the 4 inch. These are typically ones that you're going to be using for small fruits, vegetables for peeling, paring, like kiwis, strawberries, mangoes, smaller things like that. Then we have the trimmer, which is one of the #1 sellers since the 40s. This is for your tomatoes, lemons, limes, oranges, trimming fat, like anything you need. That's the workhorse. Then we got the spatula spreader right here. So the spatula spreader is great because you can do bagels, pies, sandwiches, brownies, super flexible. So you do a lot of different things with this one. This is just as sharp as the steak knives. Cheese knife is the #1 seller since it came out about 15 years ago for anything sticky or dense. So cheese, potatoes, pepperoni, salami, anything that you feel like will get stuck to the blade, or the food gets stuck or this gets stuck halfway through, it falls right off. Then we got our couple of forks, our turning fork and our carving fork. Turning fork is typically for stuff in the barbecue or in the pan, like chicken cutlets, turning stuff over, it's super sharp. Carving fork goes with our carver over here for your holidays. And you could also pick up a full roast just like this because they're super sturdy as well. Then you get the shears, everybody's favorite, everybody knows. They cut the penny, cut the chicken bone, the cardboard, the plastic. They come apart for easy cleaning. They'll cut anything that your hand has the strength to cut. Then we move on to the chopping knives. We have 2 santokus. So this one comes the complete set. This petit santoku comes in the family set. But these are typically your Japanese style chopping knives for carrots, celery, onions, potatoes, all that. Then we have the vegetable knife, which is one of my favorites for butternut squash, some of the heavier duty root vegetables. Cabbage, lettuce. Then we have a French chef knife. We also have a smaller version, the petit chef. This is typically what most people are using in their kitchen for their vegetable chopping. Then we have the 2 bread knives, the petit slicer and the slicer. It's typically more for your bagels. And then this one is more for your Italian bread, cakes, big loaves of bread, or whatever you want to do, or boneless meat. Then we got the 2 carvers, petit carver and carver. This is more of your everyday carver. 6 3/4 inch, and then your 9 inch holiday carver that goes along with your carving fork. Now the butcher knife, this is like a combo. The butcher knife is great because you could use it for pork loin, take apart a chicken, turkey, anything like that. But it's also great for melons, like watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, because it has that big, long, like kind of blade right at the top. And then it's a little bit wider up at here because it has more weight there, because it's not really a chopping knife. But really great one right here. Then the hearty slicer. This is for all the tough stuff. This is what you use to protect all your knives from the tough jobs, like bone, like chicken bone, partially frozen things, pineapple, right through, super easy. You can see how thick that one is all the way through with the double D edge. Then we got our 2 fillet knives. So we got the salmon knife, which is our most flexible knife, which I also use to fillet the flesh out of melons, but fish, chicken, and the boning knife, one of the more popular add-ons because it's for filleting those chicken breasts into cutlets, pork, beef, anything has a little bit of flex too with that pointed tip. And the cleaver, definitely not an everyday piece, but it is a fun piece. This is gonna do everything that the other ones can't. There's about 2 pounds of steel for taking apart animals, just disjointing chicken, turkey, duck, all that type of stuff. And lastly, we have the steak knives and the table knives. So the table knives have been around since the 40s. These are more of your everyday, like pretty much sharp butter knives. And these are the new steak knives that only came out a few years ago. And with the complete set, you get either 12 of the steak knives or 12 of the table knives over here. Either or, just a difference in price. And then it all comes in a 32 slot block. This is a block that one of my customers made for me, so this is not available. I just wanted to show it because it's pretty cool. Comes in this block right here in honeywood or cherrywood. So that is what would be coming in your Cutco Complete Set. We got your utility / miscellaneous, your accessories, vegetables, bread, and the rest of your meat knives. So hope you're all staying healthy, and I hope you learned a little bit from this video and get to cooking.